Hey everyone, let's talk about something real today. That sinking feeling in your stomach when you look at your bank account. That weight on your shoulders when the bills are piling up higher than your hopes. We've all been there or know someone who has. It feels like you're stuck in a deep, dark hole with no ladder in sight. You try to scramble up the sides, but the dirt just keeps crumbling beneath your fingers. It's exhausting, it's demoralizing, and it feels hopeless. But what if I told you there's a blueprint for getting out of that hole? A guide that's been around for thousands of years, full of practical, timeless wisdom. I'm talking about the Bible. Now, before you swipe away, hear me out. This isn't about some pray-and-get-rich-quick scheme. This is about deep, foundational principles that can radically change your financial reality. And more importantly, your peace of mind. So where do we start? The first step, according to the Bible, isn't about budgeting or finding a side hustle. It's about your mindset. It's a heart issue. Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." Notice that? It's about being diligent, not just busy. It's about making a conscious, deliberate plan. The first step out of the hole is to stop digging. Stop the impulsive spending. Stop the "I deserve this" purchases that you really can't afford. You have to look the problem square in the eye and acknowledge it. This requires humility. It's admitting, okay, the way I've been doing things isn't working. Once you've done that, you can start building your ladder. The second principle is about stewardship. The Bible teaches that everything we have is ultimately a gift from God. We're not owners, we're managers. Psalm 24:1 says, "The earth is the Lord's and everything in it." When you shift your perspective from "this is my money" to "I'm managing this for God," it changes everything. You start asking different questions. Not "what do I want to buy?" but "what is the wisest thing to do with this resource?" This leads us to the practical stuff, creating a budget. A budget isn't a financial prison, it's a freedom plan. It's you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Dave Ramsey, a popular financial coach, built his whole empire on this biblical principle of a zero-based budget. You give every single dollar a name and a job before the month begins. The third, and maybe the most counterintuitive principle, is generosity. Now you're thinking, you just told me I'm in a financial hole. How can I possibly give anything away? But this is a core theme. Proverbs 11:24 says, "One person gives freely yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly but comes to poverty." This isn't transactional like a cosmic vending machine. It's about breaking the grip that money has on your heart. When you're in a hole, your instinct is to clench your fists and hold on to every penny. But generosity forces you to open your hands. It's an act of faith that says, "I trust there is a source beyond my own limited resources." It could be tithing to your church, helping a neighbor in need, or buying a coffee for a friend who's struggling. This act shifts your focus from your own lack to the needs of others, and something powerful happens in your spirit when you do that. Finally, the fourth principle is to work diligently and seek wisdom. Proverbs 14:23 says, "All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty." God honors work. He created us to be productive. So are there ways you can increase your income? A side hustle asking for a raise? Learning a new skill? And while you're working, seek counsel. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed." Talk to someone who is good with money. A mentor, a friend, a financial advisor. Swallow your pride and ask for help. Don't carry this burden alone. So to recap, first, change your mindset and stop digging. Acknowledge the problem. Second, become a wise steward by creating a plan, a budget. Third, practice generosity to break money's power over you. And fourth, work diligently and seek wise counsel. Climbing out of a financial hole isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes discipline, patience, and faith. But these principles aren't just about getting your bank account in the black. They're about finding freedom. Freedom from stress, freedom from fear, and freedom from the worship of money. It's about aligning your life and your finances with a purpose that's bigger than just paying the bills. You can do this, the ladder is right there. You just have to decide to start climbing one rung at a time.